safe! But, wait a second. Who is this Eve? How can she access to this information? Messages are private, aren't they? The security of nearly the entire planet depends on the RSA algorithm, which secures the majority of our information. It relies on the assumption that factoring a very large number into its prime factors is an immensely difficult task. However, this hasn't been proven to be infeasible. What if I told you that Eve is a mathematician that has found a sweet solution to the assumption? It would be a problem, wouldn't it? The discovery of quantum behaviors has revolutionized the concept of information transfer. Quantum cryptography is rooted on quantum properties of nature. Quantum physics establishes a set of negative rules stating things that cannot be done. For example, every measurement perturbs the system. One cannot determine simultaneously the position and the momentum of a particle with arbitrary high accuracy. One cannot measure the polarization of a photon in the vertical horizontal basis and in the diagonal basis simultaneously. One cannot draw pictures of individual quantum processes. One cannot duplicate an unknown quantum state. So, how do we apply this to cryptography? Unlike classical systems, which work with bits, represented as a vector pointing upwards, 0, or a vector pointing downwards, 1, the simplest quantum mechanical system is the quantum bit or the qubit, which is not restricted to 0 or 1, but can exist in a superposition of both, a mixture of states in any proportion. Alice wants to share private information with Bob. She generates a series of bits and encodes them into a chain of qubits using the vertical horizontal basis or the diagonal basis. Once the chain is of sufficient length, the information is sent to Bob, who also decides and records the axis on which to measure the bits. If Alice and Bob measure the qubits on the same axis, Bob receives the intended information with certainty. However, if they measure on different axes, the probability of a matching value decreases to 50%. Therefore, Bob publicly discloses the axis he measured without revealing the values, and, consequently, they can discard the bits measured differently, ensuring matching values. But what if the results don't match? It could be a measurement error, but it could also indicate it's dropping. The quantum nature ensures that any spy would inevitably leave a trace on the qubits. Every measurement perturbs the system, remember? Finally, quantum mechanics can put a stop to it. Then, why do we keep using RSA algorithm? The widespread use of quantum cryptography hasn't happened yet due to technical limitations. However, it's only a matter of time that technology advances enough to make it feasible.